What's going on, y'all? Brett here. We're back playing some more Kingdom Rush Origins, and we're going to pick up where we left off last time, but I have some good news. I went ahead and knocked out the Heroic Mode challenge for the Unseelie Court. I wanted to share briefly with you my strategy for doing so. You'll see here I got the achievement for, it's like Heroic Kingdom Origins. I forget what the name of the achievement was, but it just popped up. I just finished doing it, and let's jump in. I used Wilbur. He's level 8 right now, but he's an incredibly strong hero, so definitely that helped. Oh wait, did I just do the regular one? God dang it, that was an accident. Sorry guys. Let's quit that. Let's go to the heroic mode challenge, so I can briefly talk about what I did. So my opener was something like this. So some things that I experimented with. Trying to get the upgrades for the gnome seemed extremely difficult. What I ended up doing was relying very heavily on these stone circles, right? It's very tempting to get the weirwood because, I mean, if you look at this position here, it hits everything. But unless you're going to upgrade it all the way, it's very difficult to make it work. The way I ended up beating it, I'm not saying you can't do it that way. I think, but you have to get the smash move that it does. That way you can hit everything on this, this huge bit of board. But what I ended up doing was I got 3 Archdruids. I got one here, and one here with no upgrades. And then as many of the barracks as I needed. I had another one here. I think at one point I had a barracks here and a barracks here as well. And I was just able to stall and, catch them with the tons of AoE damage and win that way. But they also kind of check you for that with those little, what are they called, the red caps that do super high damage. And I ended up having to put an upgraded archer tower here and then like a low level mystic dais here. And that was enough single target damage to defeat them. But when the Bandersnatches come, the big roly guys that have a ton of HP, I had to get pretty tricky. I had to sell a bunch of stuff and very quickly upgrade my barracks and kind of do that whole shuffle to keep them in place so that I could do enough damage to kill them. And then even then, there's one more round after that where a lot of the armored elves come through and they lock down your towers. So it was difficult. I managed to kind of keep them in this centralized area long enough. That way I could get my last lightning strike off. And I killed the last guy like right here before I lost. So it was a pretty intense one. And it took me 2 tries just now and I got it. So like I said, sometimes you just got to come back to these maps with a fresh look and, being willing to try a different strategy. And you'll knock it out. And that's exactly what I was able to do. But now, Wilbur's kind of like my favorite hero right now. We still have to use Lin and Jin. I think we're going to save them, perhaps not today. Maybe we'll save them for some heroic and iron mode challenges that aren't too difficult. Because they are level 5 after all, and these maps are very tough. And Wilbur is super strong, and I'd like to try him out at the Blood Quarry. So this is a new map for us. Let's go ahead and take a second and read the campaign blurb. It says, "This is where the ogres extract the corrupted mineral that feeds their sorcery. We can weaken their warlocks if we manage to cut off their supply of Bloodsidian. In general, we must also fight to free all the slaves." So wish me luck, guys. I still remember doing these and being super frustrated. Ugh. Oh, here's another crystal skull. Oh, the slaves. Oh, check this out. They got an SCV. That's a little StarCraft reference for you guys. Can I do anything with the tent? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Welcome to the danger.
Oh, I see these. I don't remember what they do, though. Oh, man. Okay. So, we have 3 entrances and 3 exits. This is going to be a tough one. This central location here and this one here are pretty crucial. And as usual, we're going to use the outside lanes as our barracks lanes. So something like this. And this way we have kind of a 4-way area here. We want to use this as a barracks. Something like that. And perhaps another barracks here. We'll have to see. Another barracks in kind of this location, and then upgrade this one for its range to make that whole like keeper. What are the other guys? The blade singers in the front and the keepers in the back. That makes a pretty strong defensive, spot. But we don't have anything in the center. I think this is the one that needs to go there, and then we move it far forward, or at least maybe here-ish, and maybe we can get some nice crossfire there. So it's always important for me. You'll notice that one of the first things I ever do is figure out where I want my barracks, because that tells me where I have the options to put other things. I think this is a kind of an obvious stone circle spot.
Let's rock and roll.
So is this one. But I don't know, like, are they going to run straight down here? Are they going to run straight down here? Are they going to split up? I have no idea. So
Just our aim.
let us get an archer tower here, perhaps a golden longbow. And then maybe a magic tower here, something like that. But either way, we'll see.
I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Let's bring Wilbur right to the front and drop our things right on top of them. These are not very tough enemies. Wilbur has extremely high damage. Oh my god, they have bush people. Already with the bush people. Okay, I don't know what this does. But I will assume that enemies need to be nearby in order for it to have some sort of effect. So I'm not going to activate it just yet. Wilbur plus my reinforcements do so much damage, they should be able to easily handle what's coming in right now. We need to upgrade this if we want it to have any effect whatsoever. Okay, Big Daddy Knowles are coming through. What does this guy do? Told me to lightning. Whoa. Oh, that's Malik. Oh my god, we have Malik. That's awesome. Malik, if you remember, he's from the first game. That is sweet. You know what, I think we need another barracks position here. And we need to summon early. And try and get, there we go, some upgraded barracks. And we're going to lightning if we can. That is awesome. I totally forgot about that. Let's see what this does, if anything. Okay, it killed them. Interesting. So how strong is he? I pity the fool. Okay, more Mr. T references are always welcome. We don't want to use lightning just to use it. I think we've got a pretty decent handle on this map right now. And we need some single target power on this side. You know what? I don't like that. I like my original idea better. Yeah, let's get Wilbur in the right spot. Oh no, Malik, we're gonna bring him over. He's not on my space bar, so it's gonna be a little more difficult to use him. And level 2 barracks seems to be pretty competent at fighting these. That's awesome. Malik is one of those heroes that I always kind of had a little bit of trouble using in the first game. He had AoE, he had a high HP pool, but there were just very few maps where he was kind of like the superior choice. Lots of reinforcements are kind of helping us here. The golden longbow. There's an Etten. Yeah, we need them both over here. And we certainly want to get some High Elven mages. We need some of the stronger towers. Alright. I want to drop lightning and summon early. Wow, we killed them both. Awesome. Okay, new enemy. This is pretty crucial. Ogre Magi. Wow, that's straight out of Warcraft. Ogre Magi. These spellcasting ogres have the power to absorb damage from nearby allies. High magic resistance, fast health regeneration, lifelink aura. Yeah, let's nuke him. So we don't actually have any interaction that we can do with those crystals. Oh god. Can we upgrade this? That lifelink aura is pretty intense. So we're gonna leak one. I'm not super worried about that. Let's nuke this guy. He has high magic resistance, but Wilbur does a lot of physical damage. And I feel like we just need to get some strong damage right out front. Let's get these upgrades going. Wow, Malik does a lot of damage, and he's leveling. That's cool. Ugh. Still don't want to fight Netten, though. No, we leaked. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so just like they used to, they'll run straight by our defenders. Kill them. Okay, so we're down to 17. I'm pretty sure that means you can only possibly get 2 stars, which sucks. So I feel like that was just a lapse in attention. Perhaps if I wasn't commentating, I would be doing a little bit better. I feel like this is another golden bow opportunity. I think what we want to try and do is, yeah, we don't need a golden bow for there. Just the arcane archers here. And then another golden bow here. Let's bring Malik up. Should be getting him some experience. And Wilbur's almost level 9 now. Ridiculous amount of damage. He's at 57 to 84 when he levels. Let's see what he goes up to. So I like the idea of getting the golden longbows because I think we're going to need the crimson sentences sometime very soon to one-shot some of the powerful ogres and stuff that are going to come rolling through. But we do need to make sure that we are also upgrading our AoE capabilities. Okay, that's something worth nuking right there. Also want to upgrade this one. Give it a little bit more range. Okay, so level 9 on Wilbur, 60 to 90. I think that's a 6-point increase altogether, if my memory's not already going bad on me. I feel like we need more magic damage than just this one tower. Alright, let's get him back there. And I think we'll also just get another arcane here. Got my finger on the trigger. So now my choice is, I think I just go with the Archdruids. I'd love to have the bears. Well, at least the bears here to block this position against the stronger ogres. And then maybe the werewood here. Let's get one level of time lapse. It's such a strong ability. Alright, we have the big ogre magi coming up here. Let's nuke him down before he walks anywhere. There we go, dead. That is exactly what we wanted. And now with the increased range here, they'll be able to hit these dudes as soon as they come out. And Wilbur's super strong here because he's able just to sit above the Ettins and kill them. Yeah, but I would love to get the Crimson Sentences. I think this is kind of what we've been like waiting for. And we need our drones offline as well. So a good counter to the lifelink might be the Sylvan Curse. God, Wilbur is strong. Alright, one bear up. And let us do that. Alright, that's a lot of dudes. Slow them down. These are resistant to magic, but the little blood gnolls are actually weak to it. Man, do we just not have enough AoE? Seems like we're clearing for now. Come on, can we do it? We need to get rid of just a few more. Alright, gotta get rid of them. Perfect timing on that lightning there. Alright, let's get that. And Malik can go here. Yeah, I don't know how much value there would be to perhaps upgrading these to Rangers. That's a pretty useless place to drop these. They're not going to get a chance to attack. And I think we need to get the Crimson Sentences. And if we level them up a lot, they'll have really high chances of getting those kills for us. Oh no, we got to kill these. We can't let him lifelink some Ettins. Get some stronger boys. Alright, Malik went down to the Ettins. We're on wave 14. Sucks that we leaked like those stupid dogs. Because otherwise we're doing great. Alright, as much Crimson as we can get. I think that's just the name of the game right now. They're just sending large single targets at us, which is like screaming at me, hey man, you need to get as many Crimson Sentences as you can. Okay, Malik goes down. Hold. Alright, I saw a headshot there. Alright, now they're testing us with more AoE again. Oh no. Okay, we're leaking just a little bit. Yeah, I just don't have enough. I mean, 16 is definitely a 2-star. That's alright though, we're gonna beat it. fairly confident.
I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Malik made it all the way to level 10. That's pretty cool. And that should be it. So that's enough to unlock the next level. In my free time, I'll probably go ahead and try and get 3 stars on it. It's more just a matter of tweaking and timing and making sure I don't miss certain things. But not bad for my first shot on veteran difficulty. I think on normal I probably just would have smashed it. But Wilbur is just so strong. I mean, that damage compared to like this, 15 to 23 versus 60 to 90. I mean, there's really no real comparison. It's kind of gross. There we go. A little bit of readjusting there, and now we've unlocked the Beheader's Seat, which is definitely a boss battle. And we could try and knock that one out. Do we want to use Wilbur again? I kind of do. His high physical damage is so good versus the ogres and the gnolls. Let's try it. Alright, so let's go for this boss battle. The Beheader's Seat. The ogres and their gnoll allies have retreated to the village of their cruel king, Brahm the Beheader. This will be a terrible fight with no quarter general. This is our chance to end the ogre menace to our lands once and for all, for the kingdom. Alright, let's do our best. Okay. I have heard of your exploits, mighty general. It will be a great honor having your skull on my throne. Mitchell Hedges, collect the 3 strange skulls. Got it.
Welcome to the danger zone.
We found them, guys. All 3 crystal skulls. Okay. Oh, we can click on him. 13,000 HP, 100 to 150 damage, no armor. That's pretty standard for a boss. I'm not sure when this comes into play, the dynamite, but I know it does. I think it opens up another route of attack. But man, these are so stressful. Anytime you get a... Oh, the dinosaurs. Jurassic Park type stuff. Anytime you get a map that has 3 exits, it's always really stressful. You really have to play to your knowledge of Kingdom Rush games. So like right now I look at this and I say this is, you know, an outside spot. This has got to be a barracks position. But it's so hard to know where we need what. They can certainly walk through here, I think. Like, this is the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. What is this, though? Okay, guys, I'm thinking.
Let's rock and roll. Onward.
I think these are somewhat obvious, but we need to stop this position first. And I see the bushes in different spots. I'm keeping my eyes open, hoping that they're not going to try and get me with those, but I'm sure they will.
Quiver and quake.
Cast our aim by the light of the moon. To the vanguard.
Perhaps something like that.
Swift and steady.
This is a tough one. I'm thinking about my potential range. I'm thinking about the enemy types.
Hunting season begins.
This is the only one I feel even a little bit certain about.
Be your eyes in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Onward.
I feel like every position is weak. Alright, and they instantly give us the bush.
You can be my wingman anytime.
So that's a little frustrating. And they're sending hyenas down here that's basically telling us don't put... Yeah, we're going to restart. That's basically telling us don't put barracks down here in any way.
Time is mana.
Let's try that.
Like a rolling
For the
stone.
Queen. By the light of the moon.
Something like this.
Trust our aim. Swift and steady.
I've got that power.
To the vanguard.
And something like this here.
Onward.
I'd probably... This would be a great place for a golden longbow.
Hunting season begins.
Welcome to the danger zone. I'll be
And
your
Wilbur's the
light in
perfect
sky.
hero for this because he sits in the air, which means the hyenas aren't affected.
Swords ready.
And if we put these guys here, the hyenas can run by and no one will be able to... and it won't trigger their increased speed. But we'll have to see what we can do with this.
For the Queen.
And I'm already preemptively building
Reinforce.
in the other side because I just know that they're going to get me when I'm not prepared. And I want to at least have a couple basic towers there.
Ready.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put these here. They're going to make the hyenas run fast. If they're supported. They're not really supported though, so they should be fine. So yeah, here we go. Ettins and no burners.
Incoming.
So I'm trying to get as much magic damage as I can in.
Time is mana.
It's hard to do because they have a slightly inferior range to the archers. So I'm trying to see which one should go where, right? And then let's say I put, another archer tower here. I want it to be the arcane one so that it'll lower the resistance to magic for the other guys. That's kind of my general idea right now. But I'm being pretty wary of building too far forward.
Trust our aim.
I'm going to go ahead and do it, but let's see if that doesn't bite me in the butt. So no burners on this side. Okay, where are they going?
Reinforce.
Yeah, I think we need to put...
By the light of the moon.
So the game is telling us, it's like, hey, we're going to send dudes right behind you. So if you don't support this, you're going to be in trouble. It's basically telling me where I have to put my barracks. No, let's nuke all this. Go drones.
You can be my wingman anytime.
And we changed the upgrades for Wilbur, so he's not fast at all. But if he's attacking these blood ogres like as they come out slowly one-on-one, he's going to have a pretty good time. I think we need to support this back here as well. And get this big circle covered.
Trust our aim.
We need just enough DPS to kill them if they come out of the bush. I don't know if we can hit that with lightning. I should have summoned first. Missed a bit of an opportunity there, but a double Ettin will just kill these guys. That is too easy.
Swift and steady.
Welcome to the danger zone.
Ettins give you a lot of gold, so...
And our Evelyn.
I would love to turn both of these into high elven mage towers and just get lots and lots of time lapse and just lock out lots of enemies. So we have flying coming from this position.
Swords ready.
With the thrill, ready to kill.
I'll be your light.
You gotta move, Wilbur.
A battle rule.
Hunting season begins.
We will... Yeah, we gotta nuke that. It's okay. Alright, so now we have some super long-range archer towers that if we see them just sending nothing but those Ogre Magi and Ettins and stuff, there's 4 of them.
To the danger zone. I'll be rising the sky.
I don't want to get the burst arrows. Get a little AoE going. The sleep is also pretty powerful. And I want to upgrade this as well. I feel like they're just going to sneak some slightly stronger gnolls back.
You can be my wingman anytime.
This guy is just throwing out the head puns. It's a real head scratcher as to why he's doing. Alright, okay, I'm done. No more head puns. So the lifelink is kind of very similar. Since the Ogre Magi reminds me so heavily of Warcraft 3, I see the lifelink, and that's kind of like what the Tauren Shamans do. If you ever play that game,
Got that power.
they do like a lifelink ability. Let's drop the lightning, call early. 41 gold is no joke, and then we'll get ourselves some High Elven mages as soon as we can. You know, we should upgrade this one first just to get the increased range.
Swords ready.
And I also am feeling a little self-conscious about our lack of defense back here.
Welcome to the danger.
Man, I wish Malik was here. We could sit him here and that would be a good spot for him. Oh no, Wilbur's too slow. This is his big drawback, obviously, is his lack of mobility. You kind of have to just be really preemptive in making sure you get him where you know you need him to be. So right now I'm thinking, can I get this to an Archdruid to get us some bears here to help? I don't think that would be a bad thing.
By the light of the moon.
Reinforce.
So I know when I say something like, alright, let's get the High Elven Mage Towers, and I jump around, I'm like, okay, let's get the Archdruid. You have to be very fluid in this game. You can't just like make a plan and stick to it. I have to kind of go where I see, you know, as the game changes.
To the danger zone in the sky.
So I'm trying to adapt. Okay, we need this here. All the physical damage on these dudes before they start, you know, making a bunch of gnolls and things.
Swords ready.
Oh, I just noticed now. That's his brother's head. He like cut his brother's head off. Oh my god, that's brutal. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's nuts. So I think we want to put it back here and give
To the vanguard.
our other barracks kind of a chance to support them. So, like, we don't want the bears here, I don't think. I think we want them back. Let's use that, summon, call early, and then drop here. Okay, first bear in, and I think we're good on this side. We need to rotate now.
Danger zone. I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Some nice incinerations. I think we can drop lightning on this. We'll try right now. Nope, that didn't work. God, I could have sworn that was like some sort of interactable thing. We want time lapse. Move up. We're keeping them pinned back here really well. And Wilbur is now level 10. 63 to 96. God dang. And I think we just get another golden longbow, I guess. But now I'm feeling like I want another archdruid with some bears. So we're on wave 9 of 15, so no doubt lots of craziness left to come. And of course, we do still have the boss. We need to keep that in mind. And this, we might be able to sell for a more powerful single target tower. It was definitely useful the way it was in the beginning. Yeah, let's get time lapse. These things have 2500 HP. They do a ton of damage as well. So we don't want them hitting Wilbur, because they do hurt him. Now we're getting paid finally. I was about to say, you better not leak. Back up just a little bit. Pull him, make sure we're pulling him into range. Having him that far forward was kind of a mistake. And we don't want to put our reinforcements wherever the hyenas are. But I'm looking at these like 3 towers here are our most important. Together they make like a really strong defensive position. And because he can just kind of barely reach this area, the time lapse will be effective as well. Those little maxed out bombs, that does a ton of damage. So the Ettins used to be very scary to us, but now that I look at them, they only have 1000 HP. It's the Ogre Magi's that are really scary. Little Arcane Sentinels are doing work. Upgrade this so it has some impact on this fight here. And we can get these dudes to level 2 just so they can hold a bit better for us. We're gunning them down. Could also consider getting the slumber arrows. I don't hate those. Let's just nuke them. We may not need to. Get that. And bears. The right to bear arms. You got it. I'm more scared of these gnolls than I am of the Ettins. The gnolls, each one of these has half as much HP as an Ettin. So we just dropped a ton of reinforcements here. We can get some serious Arcane Sentinels going. Those little things do a deceptive amount of damage. You see them just kind of zapping them. But they have kind of high magic resistance as well. We really need to lightning this. And get the drones doing that physical damage. And we need some Crimson Sentences as well. Okay, I have a feeling, a strong feeling, that we need our boy over here. Alright, upgrade there. Wilbur, get in. Alright, I want to get the Sylvan Curse. We need as many tools for dealing with numbers as we can get. Alright, they're absorbing way too much DPS. We need to clear that out. Too much nonsense. And make it so that our time lapse does more damage and affects more units. Get one more bear and the Sylvan Curse there. Sylvan Curse was doing great just now. Alright, so we got double Sentinel. Let's get double time lapse too. I'm kind of hesitant to do that actually, now that I say that, because the boss is not going to be bothered by time lapse, I don't believe. So I think we need to focus, we need to get some hunter's marks maybe. That's scary. If they didn't share HP and they all regenerate, that could be a pretty tough little core to like take out. Let's get a hunter's mark there. And one there. If they mark the boss whenever he shows up, that should be kind of sufficient to burst him down. You can also get some sleep. Okay, this is starting to look a little iffy. Alright, the ogre. We don't want the ogre to kill him. He does way too much damage. Now we have better chances of one-shotting these guys. See there, headshot? That's what we need. And every time we phase them out, it messes up their, you know, their whole game plan. Snoop these guys basically just for the money. Now we've got our second bear. That's good. And we also want to get Crimson Sentence here too. And we really want to nuke this. Come on. Come on, hold him back. That'll work. And there's the Sylvan Curse. Very good. Got a lot of bad dudes coming up from the other side. We don't want to upgrade to the Blade Singers because they can't hit air. Alright, we're holding. That was wave 15, or this is wave 15. I kind of like getting all our dudes to at least Rangers. Keep feeling like I'm neglecting some area here. Alright, let's see what the boss does. Take your time to savor the moment before combat. I think you are in over your head. Got it. Alright, and the little sentinel guys are just on it. Drop the drones. And we'll drop the lightning too. Let's nuke him down as fast as we can. I don't know what his like abilities are. Ugh. Okay. Is he just running straight down? Because that would suck. Alright, we got him. So man, I didn't figure out what was up with this. Huh. I'm happy we 3-starred. Maybe it's in the achievements. We should check that out. Whoa, did we unlock something else? No. I heard the sounds of like a new level or something. But I guess not. Maybe that was just the stars. I'm looking at the map. I'm like, okay, are there any new maps that have opened up because we beat this? I don't see anything. Alright, let's go to the, is it achievements here? It would probably be on like page 9 or so. I don't want to like spoil stuff. Defeat Brahm, Malik Unchained. Seems like they would keep them together if it was part of an achievement. I could have sworn. I mean, I dropped the lightning right on top. Sometimes that's what you need to do. I was trying to like blow up the dynamite. Pardon me, a little bit of a yawn. Huh. Well, I did try. I might look that one up after and see if there was anything different I could have done. But I imagine the heroic and iron mode challenges for these are going to be pretty tough. You know what? It might have something to do with the iron mode and heroic challenges. A lot of times, some of the features of the maps. Let's just do this. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Oh, this guy's still alive? Oh, that's sad. Well, you know, we did 2 levels today. I think that's probably going to be enough. I think that's going to be it for me. Let's look to use Lynn
The end is near.
tomorrow, and I think we'll bring Lynn, I think that's a female, we'll bring her over to Duskwood Outpost. We'll let the Dark Elves fight the Dark Elves. I think that's very appropriate. And before we do that, we can go ahead and check her abilities. We've done it before, but just as a reminder. She is a Hexblade. She has 430 HP, which is a decent amount considering she also has low armor and is only level 5. Wilbur didn't have any, yeah, no armor on him. Decent damage if we compare to something like Prince Dinas. Average, okay, but it's the abilities that really matter. So attacks up to 2 times, dealing 120 true damage. If target is cursed, it deals extra damage. Let's take one of those. Curses enemies, reducing their damage and slowing their movement for 4 seconds. That's huge. So going to curse and then combo with Hex Fury is the play. Reduces target's magic resistance and armor for 4 seconds. That's huge in these later missions. Probably not the best unit for clearing out huge waves of stuff, but probably extremely good at dealing with, you know, like Ogre Magi type units. Gives 15% chance that the next incoming attack misses. So this is the defensive ability for sure, and then Fate Seal does 340 damage in 5 seconds to its target. Explodes, dealing 200 area damage if killed. Ugh. I don't know if I like this ult. Seems kind of crappy. I mean, I feel like it needs to be leveled all the way to be effective at all. I'd rather do something like this. Give her really high evasion. And just enough of the abilities to cycle them and end up, you know, leveling quickly. I don't know what the max is on the Fate Seal, but it's going to have to be pretty high in order to guarantee that you get the kill, and then guarantee that you get that AoE damage to kind of clear people out. It's going to take very strategic use. I mean, it's not weak, it's just, you know, like Wilbur's is kind of a fire and forget, it does a ton of damage. This is like, you can miss this. So that's something to consider whenever you're playing as Lynn. But I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. Tomorrow, I think we'll pick up with Duskwood Outpost, so look forward to that. Guys, as always, I will see you in the next one. Take care.